Top of the middle of lunch hour to you guys. 12:25 p.m. Tuesday, April the 28th. We got lo-fi jams on the radio today. I'm liking that. I'm also liking, I don't know if you can totally see my screen, see all my charts. I got mega charts up. I'll tell you all about what the market's doing today in just a minute. Mostly just want to just drag it down there, show you this is a green day on one, and on the other one, oh, it's also a green day. Sorry, it's also locked out for the day. Got $1,176.84. Meanwhile, this one is not locked. Up 260 on the day. Love that. Might be done for the day. TBD. Sorry, I almost dropped my phone. All right. So we are up collectively 260 plus like 1,400 on the day. I can be very happy with that. I can walk away from that. Right now, I've got my mega 8x8 set up here. Sorry, this is just an 8. It's just 8. It's not by anything. 4x4. Over here in the corner, this is just a tale of two pre-market lows. Pre-market low of SPY 709.41. Where did we bounce from? Boing, 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 boing. Double bottom off the pre-market low. It's just that easy, guys. Now, we lost the pre-market low over here in Qs. Regained it once, failed it again. This was at 11:45 a.m. Boink. That was the SPY pre-market low. I went long. And that's where I made most of the money today. Now, NVIDIA had a really interesting day. It broke above its half gap at 213 for a moment and then failed it. And that was what led to this sell-off right here. I shorted a little bit of that. I caught a little bit of it. Meanwhile, we're inside this range on the SPY. This was a very important decision block range from prior days. You can see that we spent a lot of time in here. This is going back to last week, Friday. This was sort of the highs of the week. Remember this news candle we were shorting inside of on Friday? Oh no, sorry, this is the Friday news candle we were. That was when we broke above this resistance, but we spent the rest of the week, we were consolidating inside this range. Broke below it, got back in, broke below it, got within, got back in, broke above it, spent a whole weekend above it, even yesterday. Now we're back inside it. So we've got great support at the 708 level. If we were to lose the pre-market low, 709s, I'd be curious to maybe take another long there. So most of today's money made on the long side. That's just how it is. The other thing that I wanted to point out, and this is just for, you know, the NQ purposes, just for demonstration, I had been griping about how we had yet to have a proper 27K test on the NQ. I'm just going to point this out over here. We had never, like, when we gapped above 27K, here's our 27,000, right about here-ish. We zoomed above this. This was Friday morning, opened above 27K, which had previously been an all-time high. These all-time highs right here, 27,000 to about 27,000, like 200, 150. That was our prior all-time highs. We zoomed above Friday, stayed above. This was yesterday, stayed above. Now we're back. And look at what happened today. We needed to test the liquidity at 27,000. You see, we didn't even have any daily levels here between 27.1 and 26.7. But look what we did just a few minutes ago. This is really fun. 27, I'm not even gonna get it on the 1 minute. Show me what you got on the 1 minute. Where did we bounce from? Low of the day. 27,095. Is that the 27,000 test that I've been waiting for? I don't know. It seems like it. The market thought it was. We've been nothing but up since then. I mean, we're up 73 points since then, but you know, that seems noteworthy to me. Just pointing out for y'all. Now, the other chart that we need to look at over here, not NVIDIA, which did sort of break out for a second, but then failed. Oh, look, that was our levels from yesterday. We had broken above and then we failed it twice today. Not as bullish as I would like NVIDIA to be. We did reclaim this 210 level, very critical reclaim, 210. Watching NVIDIA 210, I'll even put a line there just because I like it when we put lines on charts. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. I trading. Trade on. You're right at that 210. Boink. We get EMA support below, but a loss of that 210 sends us back to who knows where. VIX, meanwhile, ranging, not losing what I believe is yesterday's low. Oh no, 18 evens, prior day low, way down there. Now, here's another cool chart to look at. UVXY is the volatility that I like to track for my entries on day trades. Now, the important number from here, this dotted line. Now, why do I like that number so much? Oh, look, we even already had a line there. Wild. Wild. We even already had a line there from yesterday. 38.33. I'm going to jump into Rocket Scooter for a second. 38.35. 34, 35. And that's the 38.32 level from yesterday, previous week's low. Cool, cool. Now, we broke above. This dotted line here is the half gap from last night. Half gap, we got above. When we're above half gap, it is caution on the market. This is why I knew to get out of my longs over here-ish. We broke above half gap, right about there. Breaking above the half gap. Now, we are currently below, and it looks like we're sort of rejecting from below, which is cool for the market. Wouldn't be surprised to see another little bouncy bounce here. Now, NVIDIA, 210, all well and good. The last chart we need to look at, just to tell you the story of the day. This is the important one. Because of that 100 level, we are fighting against 99.50. You could even draw you a little trend here. They are fighting to keep this thing under 100 for today. Fighting to keep this thing under 100. There's the bounce on the market. Rejection on half gap, rejection off of 100 on oil. Kind of bullish, but it's a trend line test. 99.50 test as well on oil. You know how I feel about the 50s on oil. Nice little bottom wick forming. That's cool. I could potentially take a long here. 38.27, we are below the half gap. Oil's getting the bounce off 99.50 though. This is my hesitation at this level. And we are in profits here. We're up 1,400 on the day. Like, I could potentially risk a good bit on this trade, but I don't feel it at this moment. Where else would I like to go long? I would like to go long from there. Get me back down to the 27, 24-ish. But if we're going that low, I want to see the legitimate 27,000 tap. So I think until I see a decided breakdown either on VIX or oil, and or NVIDIA, that 210 level's got a hold. I'm seeing fluff fly off of my face. I'm not interested in longing just yet. And look at that. That bottom wick is disappearing there on that. Might see that. Let's back up. There we go. Yeah. Definitely oil bounced off the trend line, held 99.60. Look at that. Here's UVXY heading for the half gap. Let's watch it closely here. I'm gonna move this over to 2 minute. Just watch how it reacts. We actually gapped to the half gap. Okay, market's down in the 27,040s. Tempted to look for a long here. Remember, I was looking for 27,020. UVXY with a nice top wick. Oil were to break below the trend line, I would definitely feel confident about a long. But right now, oil is getting that bounce. Market's finding newish lows. Yeah, oil is strong. VIX through the half gap. Caution, caution flag. Unless you see a substantial top wick form pushing the VIX back down the half gap, this is a hands-off situation on longs. Do not but don't get bagged. You know, trade your plan. Trade your plan. Maybe you're short and you're happy. I don't know. I'm looking for longs personally, and that's paid me so far today. Now, we're in the 27,020s. We're testing this previous big candle up. This came in with some volume. Volume followed the bounce. Let's see what happens here. We got pretty good sell volume coming in. All right. Oil rejecting off of its upper EMAs. That's good news. UVXY needs to put in a rejection as well, and I could be convinced this is a good dip to buy. There it is. There's the UVXY rejection and the oil rejection that I was looking for. Let me drag this up so you guys can really see it. Now, catching the knife is tough. That's why I always put my stop in at break even. Does it mess with my expected returns per trade or whatever? Yes, it drives my average return low, but it also keeps me safe. Look at this. I want to see this get red and back under the half gap. Let's see if we can make it. Oil's at the trend line. UVXY did not get the breakdown. I'm going to take my profit. I will re-enter if I see continuation on either oil or VIX, but this is the bounce point for oil. So I went in and just took my profit. That was a $17 profit off of 1 micro. Not mad at that whatsoever. 99.50 here, oil. Just a little scalpy scalp. The UVXY did not follow through with the move that I wanted. Oil is starting to get a little spicy here. A big breakdown in oil will push the market up. But look at these wicks, you guys. This is danger zone. This is serious danger zone on the 1 minute. I'll move this over to 2. 2 can be a little less misleading in my opinion. All right, so I took my trade from the 27,030. I got filled, let's see. I got filled at 37 and I took it out at 46. Yeah, it wasn't the biggest trade. Points there. Now, I'm not expecting a bounce here until either oil or VIX gets their acts together. Tell you what, on my other screen, I can probably just keep an eye on NVIDIA. Yeah, okay, NVIDIA is at 209.97. We are losing the 210 level. Not bullish. Careful on any longs out there. UVXY bouncing, oil bouncing, NVIDIA rejecting. Keep that in your minds. 209.93 NVIDIA. I'm liking the look of the pattern here. We start to push up towards the EMA. We're pretty far away from our EMA stack on the 2 minute. Easily jump up to the 50s. But I still don't love the trade. As long as we're above the half gap and oil is above 99 and 50, I am honestly like a little more bearish than anything. I don't like the long from here, y'all. I don't like it. I'm not gonna short it. But based on the conditions that I'm seeing, high chance of rejection from any EMA tap. Like we're kind of pushing up into, let's see what happens when we get to either 27,054 or 27,058. If we even make it up there. Because right now I'm feeling like it's going to reject from the 27,050s. Okay. NVIDIA is at yesterday's open and today's open. Kind of open at that 209 level. Yesterday, the same thing happened. Got a big push up only to get faded through the day. Today, we gapped up. Didn't make a new high. Yesterday, all-time highs then. Hard to be short against the market. I think I was short yesterday. I made 400 bucks. See how oil's holding the trend? Look at that bounce. Wow, 99.77. Oil wants 100. It wants it bad. Will it get it? I don't know. I do know that I am not interested in fucking around and finding out on this market. Now, a true 27,000 test, or see this blue line right here? Where did this blue line come from? I'm trying to remember. We did it on the stream last week. What is the story of this blue line? Oh, market's actually getting a little bit of a bounce. Off the resistance? Off of the support, rather. Yeah, I'm watching it. Okay, there's VIX with a rejection pattern. Will it follow through, though? Because we are still above the half gap where it could bounce. Oil got a rejection about 99.80s. Watching close. The UVXY chart has given me the most pause here, but we're only a few cents above the half gap. Oil's not giving it up just yet. 39.39 UVXY. Yeah, not a good long in my opinion yet. Not financial advice. Nothing on this stream is financial advice ever, or life advice, or really any advice whatsoever. Don't listen to me about anything. The low-key jams, I think, are lulling me into a no more trades day. Maybe we should go back to the metal music from yesterday. I don't want to short the shit out of everything. Not as long as we're above 38, 35, though. Now, we've got EMA stack and half gap stack. I'm not seeing the breakdown here. I'm seeing continuing rejection from these 50s. We're now at 51, 57. I don't think we're going to get above 51 or 57. So why would I long from the 40s? Not until I see some kind of indication. Now, VIX Prime, putting in a little bit of red around 1859 at the moment. This is definitely some sleepy music. Let me see what else I can find. All right. Okay, still messing around. Oh, junk. Dystopian synthwave. Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's try. Okay. Okay. There's oil up, VIX up. Market's holding though. Market loves those 40s. All right, we were investigating on this chart. What is the purpose of this blue line at 29,973? It was an SR pivot from back on last week, Thursday. We broke above and below and below and above, and then we've been above it since Thursday. I wonder if we test it again today. Let's find out. If we were to, just play against it, I could potentially, go long from there. All right, I guess this is dystopian. That's fine. When we see oil and VIX rising, it feels dystopian. Nvidia is holding the 209, but it's under the 210. Switch this back to the 2-minute, where I like to live. Look at that bounce. VIX-wise rejecting. All right, I just got into 1 micro. Finally see some red on the UVXY. We are still above the half gap, but that red engulfing is encouraging for a bounce. Just to see if we hold 40s. Let's see. We're at 38. My cost basis is 39.25. I'd like to see us get back into the 40s. One micro. Nothing to blow your hair back. Good thing we're resisting from my entry so far. But I liked this rejection here, along with this sort of like flat top here at 99.8. So, caution flag. That's why micro. 1 micro only. Nvidia 209.99, still getting a little rejection off 210 or 209.92. I like the supportiveness. Let's just see where we are relative to our pre-market lows, because that's really been the story. Back to the 8plex. Heyo, market's pushing. My stops at break even. Rejected off of the above EMA. That was the SPY pre-market low. Once again, that's 709.50-ish. Strong. Woo! I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Woof! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. 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 All right. 27-ish. We get into like 30 plus. I might take my profit here. Potential sellers hiding up there. VIX rejecting 38.37 now. VIX. If we fall below 38.35. All right, that's what I wanted to see. NVIDIA 210 recaptured. SPY held its pre-market low. Now check out our little charts over here. There goes the oil. There goes the VIX. It is bouncing off half gap. Little caution, little caution. Moving my stop up to the EMA. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and look at that rejection there. VIX has got to give it up. VIX has got to give it up. Yeah, all right. All right, I took my profit there. I still think we could get a weird bounce from all these EMAs, but VIX did give up the level for the moment. Oil held its level. All right, that was not a bad trade. We took it from 27,039 to 27,056. That's a 17 point. Little scalpy scalp, little like 30, 40 bucks. Not a big deal, 30 bucks. We just do a little bit at a time here. We're baby stepping. I still, as long as the UVXY and the oil are above their levels, these two levels are going to reject. That was a risky long. I just took it because I like the momentum. Strictly a momentum play. Look at the exit. Look at the exit too. I exited, just to be clear, I exited at 56. We made it up to 60. Okay, UVXY under pivot. Oil's gonna need to follow suit. 1860 on VIX Prime. Nope, oil got a bounce. I do not like it. No, sir, I do not like it. I bet UVXY gets a little recovery bounce here. Hey, yo. Weird when it happens right when I say it. I hope all of you are having a good day out there in NQ land. Hope you're being safe. Hope you didn't get bagged today. Uh-oh. Oil, there's the 99.80 level. We're above 99.80 resistance. Let's see if it's making the play to 100. Watching very close. Wow. Rejection again off 99.80. Market liked it. Still got that 27,052.79. So we'll call it 27,053 even. Got to break through that with some gusto if we want to have any more upside here. UVXY holding above the half gap level, holding its own EMAs. Oil did not sell off after the rejection. It's sticky up there. 99.70. NVIDIA 210.07, 210.10. 210.22 currently providing resistance on the video. Watching that level close. There goes the oil. That was the oil rejection we needed. Oh, but it bounced. Careful, careful. Caution, caution, caution. Oil bounced. It's trying to hold. It's trying to hold its okay. It's trying to hold the trend line. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. It's holding still though. Need to get a much better sell than that for me to chase this long. UVXY under half gap. All right, I'm chasing along. I'm long 2 micros on this one. Don't want to see a bottom wick form here and send it back above. Don't want to see too much of a push up to 100, and I think we'll be okay on the long. Okay. NVIDIA 210.17, 210.23 currently resistance. If we can get above that, we're going to go probably up to 211. Oof. Rejection immediately from our entry. Oil holding. Might have been the short spot. I'm going to play this little range here. Risking 140, 50. A little profitable if we could get a knife that takes us all the way down. I call that knife insurance, just for anybody who's playing along at home. You never know when we're just going to get a tweet or a something that's just going to knife us. 210.25 NVIDIA. Need to not reject, and we're good to go. Okay. Seems like oil's sticking to this plan of testing 100. Might have been a little bit of a false breakdown. Nope, nope, there it goes, there it goes. Took off one, Yikes! Big volatility coming in. Careful now, UVXY falling hard. NVIDIA caught the resistance. Watch out, everybody. Yeah, big, VIX is kind of waking up a little bit. Bottom wick. Back at half gap. Caution, this is news related. Caution, glad we got out of one of those in profit. It was a $7 profit, but we'll take it. We're currently breaking down on the oil, watching the trend line. We're below 99.50. We hold below 99.50, and I still like this long. 99.45. There is the UVXY kind of filling its wick down a little bit. NVIDIA 210.15 rejecting from its EMA. There's 38.33 on the UVXY. Oil got a little bit of a bounce. All right, I'm gonna add one here, and I'm still risking the same amount of points, but this is just in case we get the literal bounce reject off of the half gap on UVXY. We would need to see a top wick form here and some red over here. Help us get green over here. Oh, hey, we're green over here. Okay, stay green. Stay green. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, I took off one. That was technically a $10 loss. No, technically a $6 loss. And my stop isn't at 650. This is a green trade. This trade cannot go against us. At the very minimum, we're going to profit 50 cents from the trade. End up 50 cents higher than where we started, even with our fees, with our commission fees. Like to see in the green, my target is up here at 100. Target is 100 for profit. Take profit at 100. We can maybe even just get into these 80s. I would be tempted to take it. All the seller resistance that was there. Probably just wait for the top of that wick, honestly. 76. 50. Okay, 67. Alright, I'm taking my profit there. I was maybe gonna aim for like this 76. I took it out at 63. 99.50 oil. You never know what's gonna happen there. NVIDIA did break above its EMA. We're at 210.59. Not seeing any top wickage. It's kind of at where the previous sellers were. VIX falling down. There would have been our other take EP. I'm good with a $50 profit on one micro trade. I'm good with that. Now, the reason this would have been my TP is because of the selling that happened over here. Wow, there's the oil falling. I'm gonna go ahead and long this just in case this is a big oil breakdown. Now, this is chasing the long purely based on the big moves on the VIX and oil. Now, when you chase along at the top of the range, you got to take your profit real quick. My rule of thumb to remember this is when chasing butterflies, you gotta be fast. Stops at break even. I like the breakdown on oil. I like the breakdown on the VIX. Now we're up at the 80s. This is my other points of resistance. I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit there. Again, planning on profit taking where sellers have been before. Wow, took it early, paper handed it, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but up 363 on the day. NVIDIA finding resistance at the prior week high of 211. Now, NVIDIA breaks above 211, and we might look at 212 pretty quick after that. 211.22 currently the NVIDIA resistance. Now, look at this. I wanted to exit right here, where I think there's resistance in the market. Oil got a little bit of a bounce off the 98, 92 EM. Yeah. Oil is back above 99, you guys. Careful. Caution. Oh, sinister trap here. Here's my 29-100. We got an EMA riding right here. This is the 113, the 113 on the 2 minute. It actually works better on the 5 minute. So this works. So yeah, 27,170 currently at the 5 minute resistance. But back to the 2 minute. Okay, see how we do here. 27,100 even. Not be surprised if we rejected here. This is our previous SR line. There's the rejection off the 27,100s. Dystopian. I love it. Getting a bounce. Now, UVXY, I want to just show you guys this. This 38 level on the UVXY has been pretty key. If we lose that, that would be an interesting look on this chart. Check this out. We're just diving at the top, right around the bottom over here. The stickiness above half gap was concerning, but we've lost it now 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times below. Now, 38 has been the support so far. There's the 38 bounce on the UVXY. Oil's still heading in the right direction. VIX is not helping. Nvidia hit 211 and rejected. 210.98. Not chasing along up here. No butterfly chasing up here, you guys. We got this multiple levels of resistance. 27,106, 27,125, 27,134, 27,162. And I wouldn't take anything past 27,120 at all. I would expect mega rejection there. But again, we flip the 27,100 level, like with, you know, a news candle or something takes us way up. We can use that as a pivot to play off of on the other side of it. See how we keep bumping our head off of here? This would have been a great place to short from. Short would have worked. But now we bust, test, and go. We did not do on these. Did do over here. We broke, tested, failed. Broke, tested, confirmed, broke, no test. So we continue to test this level, 27,106. Who gives you the best levels? Right here. You come here for, I don't know why, but you stay for the levels. Enjoy. 210.67 on the video. We're watching that 210.98. UVXY is looking interesting here. Again, a break under 38 gets my attention, for sure. It gets my interest. Nope, didn't break the 38. I think a break of UVXY under 38 would sort of be equivalent to the VIX under 18. Sinister music is bumming me out a little bit. I'm gonna DJ a little bit. I always wanted to be a DJ. You guys who have followed me for a minute, you know. Cyberpunk dark synth. Yeah, sure. Still very intense here. Makes me want to jump in a trade. I don't know if I like that. All right, let's just go back to the... Oh, here we go. Violin trap flow. Yes, thank you. Oil got the bounce off 99. Might test it again. Market is still strong here, above 27,080. Yeah, 38.14 on the UVXY. Now this EMA interaction could be a little interesting to us. Why is this so offset? Anyways, we'll be watching this 38.18 rejection, 38.19 rejection on the UVXY, which would pop us up to the 27,000. I want to see what happens there. Ooh, on the beat. Rejection on the beat to the oil. 99.20. Oil 99.20, 21 now. 38.06. Watching for further downside in the UVXY. We break below 37.80s and this market's gonna follow. 210.72 Nvidia. All right, since you guys can see NQ on my chart, let's watch the video for a minute over here. The resistance here on the 2 minute, 211, 1088 is the current cap. You know what? I'm even gonna put a line here because we break above tops of these wicks. Double top here, which I bet showed up on the 15. Not really. Not really. Huh. Only on the 2 minute. How about that? Anyways, we bust that line and we're gonna see more upside to the market. And this string. So I'm gonna zoom out over here. We're still here. This could be one gigantic bear flag. You don't know. This is just chopping around, not doing much interest at all. I'll just zoom around on my other equities, see what's going on. Like, what's up with silver right now? Silver based. Interesting. Nice bottoming look so far. Same thing as the Nvidia. What's up with Rocket Lab today? Love Rocket Lab. And it's not just because most of my wealth is held there. You know, we're under 80, I don't like that. Held the prior month high. Current year mid. Oil's getting quite bouncy in the 98s. XY. Look at the rips on here. Look at the rips. Or tells us where we are on the overall prior week high. Look at that. Nvidia's prior week high. It's currently resistance on the chart. Love you, Rips. Favorite streamer right now. Great trader streamer. I guess I don't follow any other streamers right now. Oh, Rocket Lab 79. Ouch. Let me just roll around here. AMD. It's holding strong. Held its 310 real well. 312s. So X tapped down early. But I definitely watched the 438 resistance on SOXX. There goes the market downside. Wow, Nvidia, quite the rejection. Now this could be a potential bounce spot for Nvidia. Look at all this red that's coming in on the market. We're gonna bounce off 58. I see a lot of other indicators that would put us here. Maybe that candle here at 53. We got some buyers hanging out at 53. 7-point bounce so far. Hard to long into the pressure that we see from both the oil and the UVXY. Now oil is testing its trend line from below. Now with an incredibly bullish pattern. Let's see if it gets some rejection here off the 99.60s. Being above 99.50 is already caution. 99.51 now. Nvidia is getting a bounce off of its 20-day EMA. That's fun. Okay. 1 p.m. now in the markets. 105. VIX with a little bit of a gap down. That's interesting. VIX Prime I'm talking about. We just gapped from 1859 to 1856. Look at that. SMH. Got hit today too, but curling. Okay, so SMH. This is a good chart to pay attention to. Now this is led by Nvidia, but check out this chart. SMH is the VanEck semiconductor ETF. We are losing. I don't know why it's not showing there. That's weird. Well, anyways, oh, because it works on the 15th. There we go. SMH is rejecting previous day's open and today's open. not bullish. That might have been just the resistance on the whole shebang-a-bang. All right. So I'll pay attention to the video on my other screen. As long as we stay above 210, I'm happy with the video. A loss of 210 would be pretty weird. UVXY is below half gap with a little bit of a rejecty look. Oil testing the trend line. If we see red on oil, okay, there's the red on oil. I'm long 1 micro from 27,059 even. I like a little bit of rejection over here on the UVXY. And I like potentially a trend line tap and reject from oil. Let's find out. If we break above, if we break in back into the trend line, I'll probably be interested in getting out of this trade. Nvidia holding 210 with a bounce. This is another sort of like SR level here. Let's just watch 210.16. Liking the red from the UVXY. Nope. So far, the trade idea not working out. 38.19 UVXY, 18.58 on the fix. SMH rejected the daily open. Just keep an eye on that over there. Nvidia held 210 though. Okay, this is the push that I wanted. I want to see a not fail, however. Ruh-roh. Now, Nvidia's looking constructive here. We got to get above this EMA. On Nvidia, we really respect our EMAs here. Look at how much pivoting is happening right off of these EMAs. All right, we're green on the trade. Stop is at break even. We're not gonna. Oh, good thing. Good thing. Stopped out. $2 profit. How? Why? Come on. Nvidia rejected its EMA. That's why. Was that in the song or was that me? Was that the sound of me stopping out? 38.15 on the UVXY. The video got a good bounce though. No, maybe not. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Got to get above that 210.50 at the very least. Flat. Prepared to re-enter to the long side. 38.15 UVXY. 18.58 stuck on the VIX. SMH does look coily. Okay, UVX, sorry. There's Nvidia above its EMA. Yes. As soon as Nvidia broke through the EMA, I had a feeling. Now, stop is at break even. We're not taking any chances here. I'm not losing my profits today. There's a pump. There we go. You need to push at least up to 73. No! Stopped out again. Boo! Stopped out again. I'm gonna re-enter probably. Yeah, I'm back in. Back in with 3 micros this time. Is it gonna burn me? Is it gonna burn me? I like the top wick from VIX. That's VIX Prime I'm talking about. Top wick on VIX Prime. Nvidia, get over to 1050, baby! Yeah! All right. I'm out of 1. That was a $5 profit. The other 2 are break evens. Ooh! Keeping my stops tight. In profit. There we go. Taking off 1 as we hit this EMA. Boop. Boop. Oh, we booped it, and then it booped my stop. Booped the EMA and booped my stop out. That's okay. I will still re-enter if we get above that EMA with gusto. 210.64 current line in the sand for Nvidia. Oil's about to break into the trend again. All right, it better freaking reject from right there so I can jump back in a long. Nope, didn't reject. Nope, didn't reject. Nvidia did though. 210.50 tap. Nvidia lost it. Not looking for. Oh, I do like. Nope. I was just saying, I like that top wick from oil. This could be the big push, you guys. Very, very careful. Caution. Oil 99.87. We break above 100. It's gonna be a newsworthy event, and it's gonna drag the whole freaking market down. Now you can see the NQ on my chart right here. This is on my TopStep. This is TopStep X. Oil 99.80 with a top wick. 86 now. Watching this extremely closely here. If NVIDIA holds its EMA. Nope, NVIDIA is not holding its 8 EMA. 99.88. Who's calling me? Okay, we got to get oil a rejection off of 100, or I'm not interested in any longs here. Top wicks, red candles, you name it, off of 100. Okay, getting the rejection so far. NVIDIA held its EMA. Okay, cautious long here. High caution, highly cautious. The entries are working great so far, guys. We're doing sniper entries. We're just getting stopped out a lot, and that's okay. Getting stopped out in profit is not the worst thing in the world. It will slowly eat away your account based on its stupid commissions. But hey, we're trading futures. That's how we do it. It's the rules of the game. Okay. Now we're interacting with the 2-minute EMA above. Oh, there goes NVIDIA. Yes. Let's get a rejection off 100 oil. Rejection off 100 oil. Move my stop up. $5. $5. Up 20 on the trade, 24 on the trade. That's the squeeze I wanted to see from NVIDIA. Yes, get above 64. No, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. Oil top wick. Yes. 99.79. That's good. We're under 99.80. Oh, we're back to 99.80. NVIDIA's hitting its resistance at 210.60. Oof, it's very close to breaking. Nope, it's not breaking it. Oil 99. Seeing this top wick on the market makes me a little not happy to be so long. 987 oil. 988 oil. And we are pushing the 70s. All right, I'm taking it off there. NVIDIA is at its resistance. Oil is pushing to a fucking 100. 400 even on the account for today. Ah, that's good news. That was a good takeout. I mean, I'm probably paper handing it. SMH back at its daily open where we've had resistance before. Everything is at resistance right now. Now we get a good rejection off of 100 on oil, and I'll jump back in a long. But so far, this looks like the part where the market crashes. I don't want to be long for that. Woo! Watch out for your longs. 99.95 on the oil. Hold on to your butts. We're about to break 100. 99.97. Oh, this music is perfect for this. Chop, 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 chop. Okay. SMH is at 488. Its resistance is at 488.31. We could be breaking above here, in which case I will jump back in on a long. NVIDIA held its double EMA stack. Will it make a press? 99.94 on oil. Seeing the market move. All right, I'm long 2 micros off of a 100 rejection on oil. This is a guess. This is a little bit of a front run. Gotta see oil reject the 100. Not accept it. Reject. NVIDIA at resistance again. Not playing out so far. A little bit of green there. A little bit of green. Seeing the red on the oil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 99.95. It was red for a second there. Now, if oil confirms, it's probably going to crash. So, going to get my knife insurance down there, just risking 100 of my 400 profit. Woo! Violin is going bonkers. Fix holding oil. Oh, there's the 100 oil. It's going to happen. NVIDIA's bouncing. Not the best ad. I don't want that to be lower. That's okay. There's oil over 100. It's kind of confirmy. Little confirmy. Careful. Caution. Caution. Oh, man. All right, I took out a 2 out of 3. My stop is now at break even. That was pretty much a break even stop outs on the first 2. Stopped out. All right, totally break even trade. Good thing I got out of the way there. Oil over 100. Caution. 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 Oh, caution. Caution on the markets, everybody. Careful out there. Careful out there. We're over 100 on the oil. The SMH is rejecting its daily open. I front ran. I'm not upset. Oh my! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! We are dropping. The oil is pumping. Pumpity pumpity pump 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 pump. Near the high of the day. No, not quite. Overnight we hit 182. Still looking for an opportunistic long if we see any kind of interestingness. Like the top wick on oil, but it does seem to be confirming over 100. UVXY heading back to the half gap. Will we get a half gap rejection combined with an oil rejection for a good long entry? There's the oil rejectee. Yep. All right, I'm long 1 micro again. 1 micro against the world. I scared. But again, if UVXY breaks above the half gap, I will be scared. That will be my scared line. Oil 126. Oh, it's not rejecting. 102. But NVIDIA is holding its EMAs so far. Oil's extension. Not seeing any rejection yet. When we do, the market will react. Surprised the market's not pushing down lower. I think the market's sort of calling bullshit on oil. I think it doesn't believe that $100 oil is really a thing yet. Glad I'm just in a micro. 100.2628. Ooh. That oil has got to do something for us here, or this is going to be not a red, not a green trade. Maybe a break-even trade. Music is getting me spun up here. Nope, rejected off of the EMA. Oil pushing. Now the market's not calling bullshit. Now the market's calling, oh no, they just noticed. Oh no, that's the NVIDIA EMA tap from below. Tippy tap, boop. Oh boy, oh boy. There's the NVIDIA breaking down. Not good for longs. NVIDIA's got a whole 210. Oil pressing. I added one more here in the bottom of the range. Life insurance is in. There's kind of the middle of the range technically. Too much here. Ain't none of my friends online. Nobody wants to play with me. Green on the trade. No red. No green. No red. Is this narration helping? Can you not see colors on your own? Not really giving it up. I'm out.
Order filled.
$1 loss. Break even. As I said, break even. Oil is confirming. If I start to see it reject, I will. Oh, I got a NVIDIA bounce right where I needed it to. Is the oil going to do the thing now? 100.40. 39. Okay. There's the thing. Took off 1 on the pop. $7 off. Pop is encouraging, but it did not last. Just algo bullshit. Video told the story early. $6 of profit. Killing my average here. Interesting rejection candle on oil off of the top. He is not quite giving it up yet.
Order filled.
Long one more micro from 57. Now the rejection comes. I think the market is ready for oil to do the thing. It is looking productive. Let's pop. Gotta get above the EMA here. That be the oil dump. Gross. Just do the thing. Not that thing. It's not really doing anything. Oil is frozen. All right, we're green on the trade. Back to red. All right, let's see. Oh no, we're red now. Oh no, oil's confirming the high level above 100. Nvidia is holding its EMA super. Tempted to add if we get into the 30s, upper 30s, even low 40s. Between 44 and 39. Hanging man on oil. It's on the 5 minute. Is it going to confirm? 52 seconds to find out. We're just riding this EMA down, but if oil puts in, nope, confirming higher oil is. Nvidia, okay. Stop is in, break even, 50 cents. Gotta make it at least $1.50 to cover the fucking commission. Okay, we sort of engulfed for a second there, but we're still hitting rejection off of the EMA. So. There we go. That's the push I've been waiting for. That's the push I was waiting for. There's the oil rejection we were waiting for. Moving my step up to the EMA. Great trade. Good patience, everybody. There goes UVXY to the downside. Need NVIDIA to get above that EMA. That's the VWAP. Oh, NVIDIA's rejecting the VWAP. Can we go above VWAP? Ooh, I love it when it syncs up with the music. It makes me feel like I'm in a movie or something. The oil is not breaking down, you guys. Oil is not breaking down. VIX is, but oil is not. Stop is it in profit. The longer we stay up here, the longer the EMA has to catch up. Hard to find any continuation here. All right, I'm out on that. I don't know if we're going to break above this little range here, up in the 75. Let's see. 68. Ayo! 67.50 was my exit. We're at 422 on the day. That's pretty much what we made yesterday. Now, my attention, I know NVIDIA, I know NVIDIA, but check this out. This is the much better chart that we can just watch, see if we break above a certain level. This previous open, today's open. On the SMH, which is the VanEck Semiconductor ETF Index, we break above that 488.19, and the market will set. Who gives you the levels? I give you the levels. Oil hitting its high of the day. Of the daytime session. Looks like a rejection there on the oil. Up from the high. Nope. Nope. It's like 100.50 is the resistance line on oil.
Order filled.
All right. Terrible fills, but I'm long 2 micros out of 1 already on the push. That was a $4 profit. Second one's at break even. That's a sniper entry, just for those of you keeping score at home. Now, check out the SMH chart. Check out the SMH chart. We're at the level. We're at the level. We are at the level on SMH. There it is. We're above the level on SMH. We're riding this up. We're riding it up. Riding it up. All right, I'm out on the resistance off the EMA. $25 trade. SMH potentially getting continuation on the 15. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful chart. Beautiful. I'm out of my long. You do you. I know that this is resisting. 1600 on the day. I'm not going to try and force too much more out of this. I love the VIX just crushing down. UVXY not, however. And oil is holding above 100. I don't know why the exuberance on chips all of a sudden. I'm a little sus here. You know, we got the 100 level up above. Remember, 113 on the NQ. Okay, so SMH broke the level. I'll let you know if it gets back there. This 106 is the problem above, and now it has an EMA confluence right on it. That is your short entry right there. Let's see if we go short off of like 106, 108. AKA not going long here, even though the VIX, look at the VIX Prime. Check out VIX Prime. Absolutely crushed. Below 1846, below the previous week's low. Yesterday's low, however. Lots more to go out of it. If we resist from here, I'm gonna just even like put an arrow up. More magnets. Rose has it. Sorry, I'm new at this. Can a brother get a... VIX caught the bounce-ish. Oil is now crushing. Cool. Cool. Resistance at 106. I don't know if it has the legs, guys. I don't know if it has the legs. SMH gapped up on that. What are we seeing? Oh, there's oil with the push down. This might just be the 100 test, though. Watch out. You've got trend line and EMAs to test below for oil. This is still a very cautious long for anyone who's taking the long here. Okay, there's oil breaking down. Look at that. That 120 level is going to have even more resistance on it. I'm not going to short it, but yikes. Not a lot of upside. 26 points, 30 points of upside from here is not enough for me to take a risk on chasing. Unless I see it absolutely moon, you know, we break again. We break way above the 106. We're going to head up to the 160. So I'm prepared to take an opportunistic long, but I don't know if I trust it here. Here's the 100.15 tap. 100, yeah, see, watching oil really closely here. UVXY is not below 38 either. Look at the bounce off of the level so far on oil. Caution. Caution! Okay, now you see how the VIX was sort of breaking down there, but the market, you know, went up like 20 points. Not a lot. Check that UVXY. Total crush. But 38 support. You don't want to buy along when the UVXY is sitting on support that it's held all damn day. That was a great reveal, by the way. Okay, oil now at 100.19. Let's see if it breaks below 100.6. 100.6 is your level to watch on oil. Here's our push into hundreds, maybe. Maple Stacks calls this the, what does he call it? It's something that's like, it's like the Millennium Falcon, but it's like the century rule. You break it over 100, you go to 100. Oh. Oil, there's a 100.15 level where it bounced before. You definitely don't want to see 100 serve as an XR clip at the market. Okay, here we are. We're in the hundreds now. There's 100.75. Pretty much the reject zone that I mapped out. Let's see if it rejects. I am flat. 447.94 and 1176. Okay. Mental math, I'm not prepared to deal with this one. SMH is pushing 489.42 over that 488.24. We're $1 over the prior day open. That is bullish. I'm gonna go back to watching NVIDIA on my other screen. 211. This is NVIDIA at resistance. 211.04. Your 1099. 27,000. Not that lot. Back above 100. Thing on the VIX. Didn't really get much of a bounce there. Well, at 100.19. Holding the 100 pivot. X Prime is bracking. 34 on the VIX Prime. Video back above 211. 7,100. Oil is at 118. 102, 103s now, 103.70, 104.50. This is the short zone. Okay, we're gonna break above with gusto. Here's 108, 110. UVXY is breaking down to 38. Oil not getting the breakdown though. Caution here. Caution. I definitely see oil follow the VIX downside. We are breaking above resistance. Can we stick it? Can we stick it? $18.33 VIX Prime. We need 211.11. Okay, oil headed down a little bit. 100.11, not 12. 124 is my real line in the sand here. 4. Get above this EMA and things might look pretty cool. 38. All the way down to 3780, 3790. Video 21111 still. It is just 1:36 p.m. We're probably not going to get a huge view right now. But as people start coming back around 2 o'clock, watch out for a directional move on the 2 o'clock. UDXY tracking lower. Oh, but bounced. Man, who gives you the levels? Look at that 106 level. Oil looks kind of dumpy. To 11, 13, 14, 15, NVIDIA. Pushing. Still not gonna short it. UDXY is under the magic 38. Bullish. Oil breaks under 100 and we're gonna fly. Still have resistance at 27,124.27. That's the EMA that I need to see defeat. Oil's holding that 100 with strength. Alright, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Dad, why are you coughing so much? Don't worry about it. Put one more little level of resistance up here where I saw it. Oh, that's temporary, however. That one. EMAs are setting up to be sort of supportive here. Kind of interesting. Is it doing the thing again? Is this just one song over and over again? Line up all these resistance and supports all together. Alright. Chill synth. Let's do it. Okay, we're breaking above resistance here. Ah, we're below 100 on oil. Watch very closely here on oil. Heads up, everybody. This is the pivot. Oil is on the pivot. It's currently bouncing from the pivot. If it rejects hard below, while UVXY makes a new low of day, that would be the next leg up on the market. So far, we're going to be held below here. Definitely below the 60s. NVIDIA 21150. Get it. Let me show you the SMH breakout. That could have been your long indicator. Look at this. Boop, boop. Now we could come back down, test this 488 one more time. Ooh, that would be such a sweet long entry. We came back down here and tested that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to move SMH onto this little chart layout over here. I don't think Mags does a lot for us, especially when SMH really is the story. There we go. Look at that. See, that's a much more interesting chart. The Mags chart is way too flat to really read. Here we go. This is on the 5. Uh-oh, starting to lose. Look. That's the daily open we're losing there on SMH. Watch your logs! Watch your logs! 21130 on the video with the rejection off the 21150s. Watch your logs! Caution! Caution! Not short it, but caution! UVXY is trying to put a little bottomy bottom. Definitely at resistance. Definitely at resistance. NVIDIA, come on. Oh, check out. Yeah, S&P is also at resistance. Definite resistance at 7165 ES. That's where the VWAP is sitting. I don't see any journey above 171.75 until oil, which is sitting on 100 right now. 99.99, 100.1. Watch out for oil to do this little confirmation dance over 100. Dump us down into the 80s again, where I'd be tempted to long it. SMH on the 5 at its key level. Key level. SMH. Why is that telling me a different number on the 5-minute versus the 15-minute? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, it's at the level, more or less. Now it's rejecting that level. Oink. Oink. Caution! Not shorten it, but caution! Now, I usually love this little EMA stack for an entry, but I'm exercising caution! Oil's 100. Look at QQQ going though. We're above the pivot. Very bullish. Very bullish. Uh-oh. Now this could just be a retest of this level. This could be your potential long entry off the 656.34 tap. Even if we like came back down to 656.20s. 30s would be better. Uh-oh, UVXY waking up, caution! Oil's on 100. On the nose. $101. QQQ, tweezer top. Above pivot though. Confusing. Not really the 656 retest that I was looking for. SPY, very interesting here. We sold off from here earlier. Yeah. A little bit of like a head and like an opposite of a head and shoulders. We've got a pattern, whatever pattern that is. All right, there's the test on 656.30s. This could be your long entry, everybody. Okay, oil 100 spot 5, 100 spot 4. If we break under 100 there, that was the long entry. All right, I'm in it. It's a chase. It's a chase. When you're chasing butterflies, you got to be quick. You got to take your profits quick. You got to put your stops on quick. Took one off for like $10 profit. Okay, NVIDIA's got to get with the program. Oil's at 100 spot 10. UVXY rejected the 38 test. That's all we got going for us. Remember, we're way up here in resistance. In resistance. Look at that push on the Qs. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. 99.99 oil. Let's get under 100. Oh, it's back over 100. Definitely resisty. Definitely resisty. Let's break it. Let's break it. Let's break it, NVIDIA. It's up to you, NVIDIA. You gotta break above your resistance at 211 and 50. You gotta break above it. You gotta break above it, NVIDIA. We can do it. We can do it. It's not doing it. Yo. All right, the lack of participation by NVIDIA is highly disappointing, as is the not loss of 100 on oil. Market front ran it. Both of those things. Definitely at resistance. Good dump from here. Good dump from here. All right, I took my profits. I gotta just hold my nose and take profit off this. I do not like the hesitation. I wanted to see the push happen much faster. That hesitation makes me go, ooh. Ooh, that's a confirmation over 100 on oil. That makes it difficult to stay long. Oh, is it difficult to stay long? Did we exit the trade at the right moment? Who reads the market? This guy reads the market. That was a rejection off of SMH. Oh, but look at the immediate bounciness in the markets. That's fun. Oil's still 100 spot 10. 100 spot 10 in oil. 100 spot 8. 107. Okay. Okay. A little bit of red on the oil chart. 100 spot 5. 6. I would have expected a much sharper rejection if we're truly going to lose 100. It's going to have to be like with gusto. 100 spot 2. Like it so far. I like NVIDIA trying to participate here. Don't love the QQQ mega birthday candle look. We're 3 on the QQQ. Would love to see SMH. Oh, look at NVIDIA's bounce. All right, I'm long 2 here. I want to see SMH test this open again. Let's get it. Let's go get it, SMH. Let's go get it. Longing at resistance. We're green, but only a little bit. All right, I'm out of 1. Casual, $3 profit. That paid for our commissions. It was just a de-risk because again, NVIDIA at resistance. Oil confirming over 100. I don't totally love the long thesis here. I'm just reading the chart. Yeah, see, they gave us a little bit of a liquidity grab above and rugged it. All right, well, that was a $4 profit on the trade. Paid for the commission. Risky bisky. Watching the video here. Notice how we beat the wicks, we made a new high, but immediately rejected. Oil, 100 spot 2. Oil, 100 spot 1, seeing the red, nope. 3, 99.99. All right. Long 1 micro from the top where I know resistance is. Because I know oil's 100 spot 2, but if we get under that 100, the market's gonna love it. NVIDIA's going for it. SMH above the open. There we go. Let's squeeze it now. There we go. That's the squeeze that I wanted. Can't see it. There it is. There's the squeeze I wanted. The stop is at break even. I'm prepared to take profit at any time. 100 spot 2 on the oil. Get under there, baby. The SMH breakout is undeniable. It will not be denied. It's still got a little bit of resistance. Okay. I would love to just ride this stop up, 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 up. As we squeeze it, squeeze those shorts, squeeze those SMH shorts, baby. Don't reject it at the top. SMH holding above, yes. Confirm this breakout. Let's do it. All right, SMH 491, line in the sand. Losing it. Oil 100 spot 12. Okay. So I took the SMH breakout, potential breakout, as the long entry. Don't love the rejection from SMH. Technically a retest of its open. Technically that was the retest and it held. Okay, 490.89. Let's get above. Let's get above 491. There it is. There it is. UVXY 3781 off the 38 rejection. VIX Prime 18 spot 23. Not quite the low of the day, but it's close. Oil's still being a bastard. Okay, 656.93 on the Qs. I could definitely see a rejection off 657. SMH confirming a breakout. Don't just do a liquidity grab. There we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. 657 is where I take my profits. Okay, took my profit off of 41. Got the close at 41 spot 25. Good trade. Good trade, everybody. Good trade, everybody. Under a spot 17 on the oil. Very difficult market to trade. Very difficult. So far, we top tick the exit. Cursor is on the exit right here. I don't like that NVIDIA is just not getting any juice. SMH loses the open now. If SMH loses the 490 spot 55, yikes. Not shorting it. I'm glad I closed. Look at that top. Tickle in the wick. Shout out to Brad. Love you, dude. Garb, for those of you who are not initiated. Rocket Scooter fan. Oh man, that candle on NVIDIA is bad. It's just on the 2-minute chart, but damn. But damn. Watch out for that shit. Watch out for the friggin' gravestone doji appearing on the 2-minute. You can't ignore the gravestone doji on NVIDIA. Let's see if it can show up on the 5. Not yet. Not yet. That 2-minute gravestone, let's see if it plays out. I'll even just put a little line up here. It will be confirmed if we stay below the 211.70. We break above it, I'll just delete the line. Careful. Caution. Caution! SMH did get the bounce I wanted off of its EMA. But that gravestone is not to be ignored as oil's confirming above 100. I feel like we might see downside to the market now. Not shorting it. Not shorting it. Yikes. Oh, we got above my exit from prior low. VXY is heading back to 38. Caution! It's very tempting to short this thing, but you can't short this fucking trend, guys. This uptrend is undeniable. Been since 1326. What? I don't want 24-hour time. There it is. Ah, okay. Whew. Definitely breaking above the prior resistance. Alright, anyways. Not short it, but it's tempting. Video defeated its gravestone doji. Got above. Level off. Technically not bearish. Yeah, look at that. Pushing. Look at that push. SMH too. Not bearish. Level up. What are you squawking? A bone zone. Let's eat some. Not shorting it. I want to point out that I exited my long at 27,142 point. Sorry, 141.25. We're only at 100. somebody had told you resistance was right there. Dad, why do you cough so much? The allergies. Allergies for sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm seeing the market vibe start to shift. I think I'm going to make the executive decision to shift it to SMH is back under the open. I'm shifting to eval mode. Okay, be gone. Didn't lock it, but also didn't love it enough to stay in it. All right. The tempo of the market is shifting a little bit. 2 p.m. happened, and things started to turn red. Much caution here, you guys. Now, this is my TPT. I'm only up 214. This is day 2 of trading it. I would love to take a big fat trade on here, but I don't see a great setup forming here. It's that SMH open triggering again, but now this could be the short trigger if it loses the open. No, there goes Nvidia up to 212. See, the CBC's flipped. Almost flipped. Whoa. Okay, watching the 100 level on oil still. That could be the breakdown. SMH CBC flipped on the 2-minute off of support resistance. Only that 656.34 though. Oof, Nvidia didn't really confirm its CBC flip though. Oil above 100, not bullish. Personal opinion, not financial. Uh-oh, Nvidia's looking weak here. Right, I'm short in TPT. Immediate bounce off of the EMA. Shorted into support. It's my fault. But the SMH losing the open, I think, is ominous. Now this is just a TPT eval. Day 2 of 5 on the eval side.
Order
I
filled.
added a little bit here. Oh. Okay. And 211.70 is a little bit of the SR flip for Nvidia. We lose 211.70 and I still go short. It holds 211.70 that I re-question my short. Risky bisky, that's why we're doing it in an eval. Seeing the 5-minute CBC flipping. Blue? Nope. Didn't hold it. Didn't hold it. Watch out for a bounce. There's the CBC flip on the 5 on Qs. Seeing oil tickling 100. About to convince me to go long. 100 even on oil. Start to see a big bounce. I'm going to just exit out of this. I'm going to start going long. There's the mega bounce. Okay, that could be the oil rejecting 100. Big bounce there. Fans are going off.
Order filled.
Oh,
Order
there's
filled.
the big bounce that I was afraid of. I shorted it. Oh my. Oh my. Why is my computer fans going crazy? Why are the fans going crazy? And the fans go wild! That wick starts to fill, I'll exit. Okay, fans are quieting. That was crazy for a second there. I don't know what happened. My computer went wild. Oh no, not you. SMH reclaimed its open. Not bearish. 99.93 oil, not bearish. Looking bouncy here, guys. Looking bouncy. NVIDIA 212. Like the red that we're seeing off of that EMA. There's UVXY picking up back over 100 on oil. SMH holding its EMA. Lose that purple EMA right around 490.50. Market's still very strong up here. We've been seeing this sort of structure all month long, where we just stay at the top, stay at the highs, hanging out at the highs, never really dipping down, never really exploring liquidity above, just hanging. All right, I'm gonna start to exit this trade.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Just scaling out of it.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, just got one more on there, and then my stop is at break even. $99.99 oil. Very cautious here. If it bounces up, I'll backpack this thing short side. Also 212 by NVIDIA, noteworthy. Holding its EMA though. Pump. Amp. $99.99 oil. I got short with a backpack.
Stop filled.
Stopped out on the micro. Short a mini from 135. Video over 212 would negate my thesis somewhat. Entry's good so far. Hanging on to this. Alright, watching the video real close. CBC flipped for a second there, but then it bounced again. Well, NVIDIA, line in the sand. Which side are we going to land on? That push up. 99.95 on the oil. 212.02 NVIDIA.
Order filled.
Added to my short. SMH.
Order filled.
Added to my short. Short 3 minis from 138. 522 oil. Reverse my own thesis on the oil breaking 100 going long. Trying to read the chart here. 212.12 in the video. Market's heading low. Hard to be short when the video squeezes. Option highs.
Order
Added on the
filled.
pump. Short 4 minis. Just at an eval. TPT eval. If I start to see a break above my last entry, I will cut. That was our bounce chance on oil. I think we're confirming below 100 there. Very bullish the market. Hard to be short.
Order filled. Order filled.
Out of 2. And 2
Order
more.
filled.
Just wiggled my cost basis to the high of the range. Now I want to see a big rejection. There's a good rejection so far, starting to build. What I'm seeing. Oh, didn't have follow through on the short. Green again. See if it can push through the 40s this time.
Order
All right,
filled.
out of a bunch of them. Stops at break even. That was a great exit on the backpacks.
Stop
Stopped
filled.
out. 99.85 oil. Nvidia confirming over 212. That was a $600 loss. 522 loss. Bad read by me. Gotta admit. That was the 100 break that I wanted along. For some reason, I was on the other side of the trade. SMH told the story again. Now, this 657.40 could be an interesting short entry. Same time as VWAP tap.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm long from the 657.40 resistance on the 5-minute chart. Qs. Oh, getting squeezed. Definitely getting squeezed here. Hard to be short.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order rejected.
A max short from 57. Market's still strong. Boom. Pumping. Look at that squeeze up. Still getting follow through. Interesting. NVIDIA 21250's holding up. Thought we might reject from it. VIX trying to bounce. Will it? No, it will not.
Order filled.
Boom. Take profit is over. Let's switch now. Oh yeah, to my Legends account. A2 take. Bye bye.
Order filled.
Knew I wanted to be short from here.
Order filled.
Here's the rejection that I was waiting for on TPT. Just sized it too big, that's all. This clock is nice.
Order filled. Order filled.
And some profits. Look, I knew that we needed a short from up there.
Order filled.
All right, stops are in. That was the trade thesis. Was the VIX bounce and NVIDIA's rejection.
Stop filled. Stop
Oh,
filled.
whoa, whoa! Big runs happening. Big runs happening. What's going on? Market's getting crazy, guys. Stop me out.
Order filled. Order filled.
Squeezed for a second. Got short. Oh no, the top wick is very sus. And 50 oil bounced. Some algo bullshit that I'm trying to short here.
Order filled.
Still short. Short bigly. Will we get squeezed again? Green. It is squeezing though.
Order filled.
Eating it. Big short. 99.50's breaking on oil. Downside. Push the market. Squeeze it. The whole thesis was correct, and I just reversed my own thesis.
Order filled.
Silly. Man, I get a lot of contracts in this account. Cool. Legends. Nope. Whoa, we are zooming all around the map right now. Smart thing to do would be to close out. Luckily, these are evals. Big moves happening in the market. Market very frisky.
Order filled.
Short some more. I think I got 4K a drawdown in this account, so plenty of room to wiggle here.
Order
13,
filled.
12. That's gotta be my max. Plenty of wiggle room here. You squeeze above the range, I might be cooked. Okay, coming down, testing the EMA. Testing our entry, which is at the EMA. Still bouncy. Dang. Market is still strong up here. Crazy. 99.77, 99.80 on oil. Seems like oil is recovering while the market is still pumping. This is not expected. See some downside now. Oh, bounced off the EMA. Oil 99.84. 82 now. And he rejected 213, pretty good. Sell from 213. Just building up a little bit more pressure, push above. 1367 is the all-time high. All right, looks like we're getting the pressure down. Push her down. Push it on down. There we go. There we go. Oh, keep going. Keep going. More downside, please. More downside, please. Oil's over 100 again, guys. Oil's over 100. This was the thesis the whole time. Come on now. Come on down. Dang, should have taken some profit. Should have taken profit. Oil rejected 100. Watching 213 NVIDIA could be what kills us. Pressing to the high.
Order filled.
You shorted some more. Wow. Let me have more contracts. This crazy amount of contracts in this 100K eval. Just riding the EMA up. Look at that. Tough times to be short. Right, I had another one. I would have. Okay, there's a little bit of rejection happening. Held the EMA though. Didn't really break below. Right in the EMA to the upside. And VIX get a little supportive. There's the VIX. Come on now. The XCBC trying to flip bearish. A 10 minute, 5 minute. Okay, let's push it down now. Below the EMA, then to my entry. There we go. At the entry now. Here we are, almost green. Bouncing off entry. There we're green. There we're green. Taking a bunch off. Taking a bunch off. Taking a bunch.
Order
off.
filled.
Now I'm just short from
Order
one.
filled.
That is a 650 gain so far. Short thesis. No! NVIDIA with a massive bounce, negating the short thesis. $212.85 NVIDIA. The rest of the market took a dumper though. Oil over 100. That was the thesis. That was the short thesis on Take Profit Trader as well. On TPT. You can go reset that bad dogger. Look at the short playing out. Watching this SPY VWAP test. All right, I'm taking my profit.
Order filled.
That's a total of an $860 gain. Good shit. Nice exit there on the short. Could have even held the original short, would have been in profit. So I tried to short off of this EMA before. This is like the 21 day on the 5 minute, 200 day on the 5 minute. I think I'm gonna call it there on the legends, up 800 and some. That's got silly consistency, and I'm gonna get back into my TPT. Day one, TPT, and then I gotta leave in 10. Oil pushing to the highs. Hell of a short that was, huh? Right, continue to chase it short while Nvidia got a heck of a bounce. Holding 711 is why I'm watching to maybe go long here. 71060. Below. Pushing down. Alright.
Order filled.
Long off of the 5-minute EMA tap.
Order filled.
Music is perfect, right on time. Love it when it syncs up. Green on the 5-minute uncues. You got some CBC flip, that's good. 1297 on the video. Whoa, great exit there. Up 115. 95, Nvidia, oil 100, about 28. 1090 on SPY. Alright, I'm long 3 again from 57.25. Is that pretty much the same place as the first time? I was long the first time from 54.75. Immediate rejection. Nvidia is over 213.
Order filled.
Got a hold over 213 and not 205 Nvidia. True expansion on Nvidia. SMH gets a bounce. Market will bounce. Or not. There's Nvidia pushing up, keep pushing. MH needs to get over that EMA.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
That is a good trade. SMH trying to push above its EMA and bullish engulfing. Yes. That's a great long trade. Loving the push. Oil is getting a little pushy too. Right, took my profit there. $200 profit on the last one. 435. In the video for continuation. Great exits on the long. What was it? 100.22. Chase this long. Chasing
order filled. Order filled.
And a 2 just as a de-risk. On this next candle, I like to see a push, or we're gonna just exit it. Whatever. Not getting the push. There's the push. This is the push we need. Want to get a stop in at break even. Very close, very close. Give us just a little pumpy pump so I can get my stop in. A little pumpy pump. liking this lack of continuation. Here we go. Here we go. Top is in a breaking. Okay. 64.25 is my stop. Let's see if it gets a little pushy here. Pushy push. Push. Yeah, pushy push. Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful push. Beautiful push. Beautiful push. NVIDIA pushing to all-time highs. NVIDIA all-time highs incoming. $0.16 from all-time highs. Okay, there's NVIDIA at all-time high. Squeezing it. Yes. Yes. New all-time high NVIDIA. New all-time high NVIDIA. Beautiful. Beautiful. 213.78. Love it. Not seeing a whole lot of follow through in the market, so I'm going to take my profit right about there. $160 of profit. Don't love that the market didn't follow with gusto. Now it goes. Now it goes. Okay. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Up 635 on the day. On the TPT day 1. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to call it a day there. I got to go pick up my daughter, take her to archery practice. So, thanks for joining me on For All Audiences, Trading For All Audiences, we sometimes call it. Ooh, look at that exit off of NVIDIA rejecting off a new all-time high. It loves to make